guys, how's it going? I'm Sydney. Today we're going to take a look at the Samsung Instinct HD from Sprint. It's the third phone in Sprint's Instinct line of phones. So there's a couple of differences, upgrades obviously, and it shoots in HD, hence the name HD. Brilliant, I know. So we're going to take a look at it, show you basic overview and review. But first of all, I want to thank the guys at Best Buy Mobile for sending us this phone. If you've never been to Best Buy Mobile or visited one of their stores, one of the nice things about them is that they handle the mail-in rebates right there in the store. So whenever you buy a phone, instead of having to mail it in, the rebate, and wait a week or however long it's going to take, you can just get it instantly whenever you purchase the phone. So it's really nice, especially with holiday shopping or just any time. It's nice to have that extra cash instead of having to wait for it. So thanks guys for sending us this phone, and let's get on to it. So there are a few upgrades, like I said, over the previous two Instinct phones. The screen resolution is definitely better. This is a 320 by 480 pixel display, and it supports 16.7 million colors, which is a big step up from the previous version, which was only 240 by 432 and only had about 262,000 colors. So definitely a lot better. Capacitive screen. These buttons down here, back button, home, and phone options, these are all three capacitive as well. This is the camera button for the 5 megapixel camera. It also has flash, and of course it shoots in HD, which we'll get into a little bit. This is the HDMI video out port, and then the micro USB port. Then on top, power and screen lock and unlock button, 3.5mm headphone jack, volume up down button. So that's basic overall. In the hand, you know, it feels good. It's thin, it's sleek. It doesn't have a physical keyboard, so it's pretty light. It doesn't feel clunky or anything. So so that's pretty nice. Overall, I'm just gonna say that it's not the best phone that I've ever used. It's not my favorite. If you liked previous Instinct phones, then you will like this one. If you didn't like previous Instinct phones, then you won't like this one. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot of changes. The screen works pretty well. It's a 3.2-inch half VGA touchscreen, and it's capacitive, like I said, so it's okay. Let me see if I can get to some scrolling. I'll just show you for the sake of showing how the screen works. A cool feature about it is each menu you can have either in grid form or list format. They each have their own plus and minuses to it. In grid form, I don't know if it's just more aesthetically pleasing to you, but then in list form you can get more details about whatever that tab happens to be. So for example, here on web, if I have it in grid format, it's just basic, you know, web browser, live search, weather, things like that. But if I put it into list mode, you see these little dots there. That means that there's a couple different screens that you can flip through within that one tab if it works. So for weather, you can set up multiple cities to see the weather for. There we go. And then you can slide in between. For headlines, you can get a couple headlines and slide in between them. So you can see it's not the greatest touchscreen because obviously it was supposed to slide around like it did with the weather tab. Basically, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The times that it doesn't, I get so irritated with it that whatever it is I was trying to do, I don't even care anymore. I just quit. So the capacitive screen, it's not my favorite. I don't like it. Which also contributes to the keyboard, the virtual keyboard, not being the greatest. Let me see if I can show you guys. Okay, so here is the keyboard in portrait mode. As you can see, it's just a regular ABC keyboard, which is really weird. There's no way to switch it to a QWERTY board in portrait mode. You have to flip it over in order to get that. So, you know, this way it's pretty much useless. No one's going to use it like that. I've tried, and
you can't really get used to it. So you can either flip it, or there's also a button right here. You can select that and it'll flip. So the keyboard, like I said, it's okay. See if I can type something. Hello. Hi. No. I wanted an M, not a period. I have to type really slow and determined, or else it won't work. And even then, sometimes it doesn't work. So that's, you know, typing slow, and of course I meant to do a period, but it did enter anyway. So let me see, just typing fast, normally how you type, see how it works. Name, see there's like screw-ups all. Okay, and I've even practiced with this and tried my best, you know, like, and you can't blame it on my nails because they're short now. So it's just the keyboard, I really don't like it. You do get haptic feedback. It's very spacious, but it's just, it doesn't function as well. It doesn't function well enough to make it something that I would actually use. I wouldn't be able to use this phone for texting because typing in things is just too difficult. So don't really like the keyboard. Negatives on that. Okay, so moving on to the web. It does use Opera Mobile version 9.7, which is an upgrade from the previous browser on the original Instinct, which was, I believe, Opera Mini. So this is definitely an upgrade, and speeds are pretty quick. This uses Sprint's EVDO Rev 3G connection, so it is pretty fast, and it also supports Wi-Fi. So we'll go to a website, make sure I don't make any mistakes, and I already did. Oh, that's another weird thing. When you're in web mode, for some reason it takes off the backspace that's normally right here, and you have to use this backspace, which seriously took me forever to figure out. That's just a small thing though. Okay, no. Phone. No, not what I wanted. In. No. There. Phone. Dog.com. Thank God they had the .com. That would take me forever. Go. Okay. So we'll see how long it takes. It also comes with a mobile YouTube player. It's not the full YouTube page, but you can still play YouTube videos. It also has Sprint navigation and Google Maps using the telenav interface for the Sprint navigation. And so it's just about loaded. Within the web browser, no, don't do that. Within the web browser, the screen does work fairly well. It's easy enough to go through the screen. So you can see that's pretty nice. Double tap to zoom. Come on, work with me here. Double tap. I'm double tapping. Well, hypothetically, double tap to zoom. It works, I promise. One of the cool things that I do like about the phone, even though it's not a smartphone, it does have some features of a smartphone. For example, if you see that star right there by the main tab, that means that I either have new email or messages, and then it shows me how many I have, which is very nice. The only thing is that this doesn't update very often. In fact, I would say it updates maybe 2 times a day. I mean, I can check it in the morning and it tells me I have new emails, and then I check my emails on my computer just because that's what I happen to use, and it will never update this, taking away the new messages. I mean, it would stay that way forever unless I actually select to check my email from the phone, and then it says, you know, oh, you don't really have any new ones because you already checked them. So, you know, that's a little annoying, but, you know, it does work. It's there, and you can use it. The battery was not very good. You're gonna get about 2, maybe 2.5 days with doing nothing and then actually using it about a day, maybe a day and a half. And so that was really disappointing. But anyway, on to the main event. It's the Instinct HD, so it shoots HD video. It also has a 5 megapixel camera. The HD video obviously shoots in 720p and 1080i. It also has a flash, which wasn't on the previous Instincts. So I'll give you a little preview of some HD footage shot just so you can see what it looks like. So yay, there it is. So it's pretty good quality and fairly easy to use, the phone itself. It's available now from Sprint for $249.99 after a mail-in rebate. So you can go check it out, and also, of course, check out phonedog.com for other news updates, reviews on cell phones, and bberry.com for BlackBerry news, droidog.com for Android news. So, thanks guys for watching. I'm Sydney. I'll see you guys later.